Hi, I'm Taylor of Lynn Crochet and welcome to my channel. You guys probably haven't seen me in a while because I just had a baby like 3 weeks ago. So she is peacefully napping in her crib and my husband has the monitor so that I can film this video. So today's video is going to be laser content. So if you have been interested in laser cutting and maybe dipping into the laser cutting world, I have done a lot with laser cutting as of late. I actually opened a file shop, so I have a lot of tumbler toppers that I have listed in my shop, and they go on Stanley cups like this, and then you can personalize them by adding a name or something like that. Before I found out I was pregnant, I was actually selling the physical tops, but with the baby on the way and all the other things, my time just got a little bit harder to come by, I guess, and my schedule got a little bit more full. I'm going to reevaluate some things, and so I decided I'm going to focus more on digital content. So that's blog posts, YouTube videos, and selling digital files. So you guys know I have my crochet pattern shop that's still up. It's Lynn Crochet. And then this one is Laser Designs by Taylor. I think I'll put a link below to both my Etsy shops if you guys are interested. Everything else of my shop, all of my other shops should be on vacation mode. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about Thunder Laser. So Thunder actually sent me this laser. My Glowforge mysteriously quit working mid-cut, which really put a halt on my ability to design files, because when you design a file, you have to test it and photograph it and all of the things, right? So because of that, I had to start looking into new lasers. I reached out to a few companies, and I'm really excited to work with Thunder. You can see it right here. I will bring you guys over there in a second, but I actually have not unboxed this. This got delivered the day I delivered my baby. So my mom had to be here to accept the delivery. She said everything went pretty smooth. They drove it down our driveway and pulled it out and set it in the garage for us. They don't bring it into your house for you. It's 320-ish pounds, I want to say. My husband and his friend were able to carry it from our garage up the stairs. So they had to come up the stairs into this room to get it on here. The footprint you would need for this laser is 2 foot by 3 foot, which is about the same as you would need for a Glowforge, or honestly a lot of these desktop lasers take about the same amount of space. The Thunder laser is definitely larger than my Glowforge. The cutting bed size is about the same, but the laser itself is bigger, even though the feet are a little bit on the inside, which is why you don't need a wider table, because the feet are in the same spot, so you just need the table to support the feet of the machine. But I've heard, I've not tried this yet, I'm very excited to try it, but I have heard that the Thunder cut speed and engrave speed and power and ability is much faster than the Glowforge. I had the mid-range Glowforge. I'm going to attempt to DIY fix my Glowforge, or I'm going to have a coworker do it actually when he gets time. And if that works, I will let you guys know, and I will tell you what happened to it, because I'm pretty sure it's a common thing. But anyhow, I'm going to show you guys my Thunder. I'm actually going to unbox it today, unwrap it, maybe do my first cut if I can, you know, get everything done before nap time ends, but we'll see. Okay, so this is the Thunder. It comes to you on a small pallet and covered in cardboard and styrofoam. The boys removed all the styrofoam and cardboard for me. You get things like the power cord. These are all of the tools you need to maintenance and operate it, and then as well as instructions on how to unpack your laser and hook everything up. You can see on the back, this is something that is different from the other laser I owned, is that this fan is like built into the back of this machine. And I didn't have to purchase like a secondary fan like I did with my other laser. So I'm really excited about that. I'll be able to vent it right out that window right there behind. I think venting out the window is the easiest thing because it's less work. You don't have to buy filters, you don't have to buy any secondary equipment. You can also cut a hole and do like a vent out your wall, which someday, if I ever want to move my laser not in front of my window, I will have my dad do. He's a HVAC guy, so venting is definitely in his realm of skills. So we'll see if it ever comes to that, but right now I'm happy with where it's at, and I'm excited to show you guys. Okay, so these keys come in the machine. I'm assuming they are the key that you use to start the machine. This is what the inside of the bed looks like. So you can see the rails. I'm gonna have to cut off this zip tie, and this zip tie. And then all the rest of them are for like those little ones right there are for like cord management. So those ones I definitely do not want to cut off because they're holding the cords. This one as well, I do not want to cut off. So I'm going to cut those off. And then also down here in the bed, there's some more I need to cut off. I think I need a key to open this. Oh, nope, that just comes open. Okay, so this is one thing that I love. The reason that this machine is so tall is because this bed right here actually can go up and down in order for you to fit things. So on my Glowforge, I could only cut things that were 2 inches tall. So about this thickness or something is about the tallest I could engrave, and it could only cut about 1/4 inch of material. I think this can cut about 1/4 inch of material as well. But I can engrave on something that is several inches tall. So I could put, sorry, I'm literally trying to think of what things I could, like tumblers, for example. And there's a rotary tool that you can get with this laser. I actually have one of those as well, and I'll be doing a tutorial on those, but you can do tumblers, you can do just taller things that you couldn't do in the Glowforge. Like if you had a wooden box that you didn't want to take apart to engrave just the lid, you could stick the whole wooden box in and engrave it like a jewelry box. My dog's ashes, Zoe, is in a wooden box that I got. That's just what she came in, and I would love to engrave it. And maybe engrave her photo on the front for sure, like her name and her birthday and all of that stuff. So all of that stuff is made possible with this, where with the Glowforge I would literally have to deconstruct the entire box to get the lid off, engrave it, and then put it all back together. So I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna finish unwrapping everything, and then we will kind of look at the software we're gonna use for this machine, which is Lightburn, and go from there. Okay, so tip for cutting zip ties off. Wire cutters are going to be your best friend. Ignore the fact that mine are rusty. Don't tell my dad. Sorry, Papa, if you're seeing this. I have a really bad habit of being in the middle of something and getting distracted and leaving everything out, which my husband is the opposite personality type. It's actually been really good for me because I've been getting a lot more organized. But yeah, wire cutters, honestly, are amazing. So I'm gonna move you guys up here so you can see what is going on. If you're sitting at home wondering, Taylor, how did you know what zip ties to cut and which ones not to? Thunder has an entire video that they'll send you a link to when you buy a laser, and it shows you every step from uncrating it from the box, pulling off the styrofoam, setting it on a table, pulling off the saran wrap, cutting the zip ties, and all the things you need to do before you turn on your machine. So this isn't like one of those things where like they just give you the laser. and you're like on your own. Also, not to mention, they do give you paper instructions as well. So whether you're a paper instruction reader or a video reader or watcher for instructions, I'm a both person. I'm a get the most information possible person. They also give you this really cool thing. If you guys have ever done anything with lasers, you know that one of the hardest things is figuring out what settings. So basically the amount of power your laser needs to cut something or engrave something, and then the speed at which it does it. So if you do a high power and a high speed, your engraving will probably be lighter, or your cut will be a thinner, it'll only cut through thinner materials. If you slower the speed, you can cut through more materials and your engraving will be deeper. If you do low power and low speed, I don't know. Basically, the best way to say this is like, if you want to make a good cut and you want to cut it as fast as possible, you want to use the fastest speed possible, which sometimes means you want to increase the power. Sometimes it can cause charring or other things, so you lower the power depending on the material, and then you have to lower the speed as well in order for it to cut through. But if you're doing just a really light design, you can do high power, high speed. Otherwise, for me personally, I tend to do high speed, high power, or like a medium speed, high power, because I want it to be done as fast as possible. But yeah, we'll see. But they give you a starting point, a pamphlet with starting suggestions, because every laser is different. As your laser ages, you may have to adjust your settings. But there's so many different materials you can cut on these things, and it can be hard to know like where to start if you have a scale to 0 to 100 for your power and your time. This is going to be like your saving grace of knowing where to start. So unpacking, I already cut off all the zip ties. I've already located it near a window. Basically, I need to get behind this machine. Might have to ask my husband for help to move this table a little bit forward, because I did not think about that. I knew I was going to have to plug in the power cords underneath, and I can crawl underneath this table and do that. But hopefully I can get back there without having to move the table. And yeah, we can get started. I also have this, which I want to say it's like a window AC vent or a laundry vent for windows. And it's adjustable to your window length. It also comes with an additional panel if you need more. But what I do is I set this in my window, and I just put my vent out there so that I don't have just like this huge thing where bugs and birds and other things can get in my house. So I put this up, and also keeps the air in. Okay, so it's able to fit my butt between there and there and get the vent outside. So we are at the point where I can now pull up the video. You can literally see right here, they have QR codes to link you to the instructions. I'm gonna use those to figure out exactly what cords I need to hook up. And maybe we can even turn this thing on. Okay, so I am currently downloading Lightburn software, which is the software that you use with Thunder. It is a separate software that you purchase. You may get a discount if you purchase it through Thunder. I'm not 100% sure, but I can look that up for anyone who wants to know. But I'm currently downloading it. My husband will be super proud of me that I restarted my computer and did all the updates, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not very good about turning off my computer or doing any updates. And I know it's not good for it, but it's how I live my life. I told him he's responsible for doing my updates. But anyhow, the machine is currently on. I can hear the fan running, which is good. You guys see me do the testing where I was lowering and highering the bed. I was having the laser head move all around to make sure that there was nothing in the way, nothing moved during shipping, nothing was vibrating, catching, all of those things. That's what you're gonna wanna do. And I know that because I watched a video and that's what the guy told me I needed to do. So like I said, setup is super easy. Like literally they have videos where people walk you through step by step. Clearly this is not one of those videos, but I do wanna show you guys, like I said, I've had a Glowforge, so I've done the laser thing before. Glowforge is very much plug and play, but because it's so plug and play, it's a lot more limited as well, right? But so far, I don't think that this has been any more complicated than my Glowforge. Venting out the window, turning on the power, taking out the packaging. I have to download software to use on my computer. Glowforge, I had to go to online software. So far, I haven't run into anything that I'm like, this is above my pay grade of knowledge. So, darn it, I have to restart my computer again for the software. Just gonna click restart anyways. So yeah. I am very happy with it so far. I actually really love that they have the Thunder logo. Like that's literally like lit up on the inside. I think that's so cool. I really actually like this blue, the Thunder laser blue. It's a little bit lighter blue than I thought it was from what I've seen on other people's YouTube tutorials. I actually thought it was more like this Pepsi blue, like a darker blue, but it's actually kind of like a warmer, like sea blue, like, you know, like the ocean sea. I don't know, I kind of like it, because at first I was like, oh, I'm for sure gonna have to put pink over that, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have to put pink over it. I might still, or maybe I'll do some stripes of pink or some pink decals or something fun like that, but so far I'm kind of just liking it the way it is. So anyhow, once I get this computer restarted, software downloaded, we'll see if maybe we can do our first test cut and see how it goes. Okay, you guys, I am absolutely shocked at how fast that engraving went. Obviously I need to adjust my settings. Like there's char in the end, so like I could lower, probably need to increase the speed, maybe increase the power, I don't know. I need to run a test card on this. So this is another really cool thing that, I don't know if it's Thunder or if it's Lightburn that provides this. I'll have to look into it, but they have a file that you can upload and it will engrave and score and like cut things all at the different speeds and whatever. So like you would do it on like a square wood like that. And that allows you to know how to get what settings for that specific material you need to set it at to get the least amount of charring with the depth of engraving. You like, this is a really light engrave on there. As you can see, it's not super deep, but I still can't believe on how fast that went. This is 300 DPI, it's like lines per inch or whatever. Very impressed. It's very fast. It's like 1 minute and 51 seconds. I'm pretty sure the same thing with similar settings on my Glowforge would have taken a minimum of 5 to 7 minutes, honestly. So I'm really excited about that. I was glad and shocked that it cut through on its very first try, because I just did the same settings the guy had in the video. minus I followed the manufacturer like suggested starting settings for MDF for this wood, since it's MDF core wood. So very happy with this, very happy with this laser. I am going to play around with it a lot more and cut acrylic, and I'm going to do tumbler tutorial. I'm going to do direct comparison to my Glowforge, because I know that tends to be like the gold standard of starting lasers, but this is the same price as, this might even be cheaper than a Glowforge Pro, and you can cut things that are much taller. You can do tumblers, like this one can just do more than the Glowforge can, in my opinion, from all the things I've read. Obviously, you guys are going to be on the journey with me of figuring out exactly what its capabilities are and different things, but I can say right now it's definitely faster. So, which, you know, small business, speed is key. And I'm just really, really excited for this. I'm still literally shocked at how fast that was. So yeah, if you guys are interested in kind of learning more about lasers, definitely stay tuned. I'm gonna be putting out probably at least one video a month just on lasers, if not more, and hopefully some more stuff about embroidery, all that good stuff. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely follow along if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you guys next time.